place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. Returning it, John Ross. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Murray now on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. It's Murray. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. The Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. On second down, here's Gibson again. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Ladies, 14, 14, fight it.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A handoff for Gibson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. A handoff running left is Gibson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Gibson here running out of the gun. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Gibson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And now here's Ross. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
First down, Murray going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Bledsoe wasn't the one trying to chase it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Antonio Gibson on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. On first down, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, it's Gibson. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. On third down, here's Gibson. Pushes him over. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Wilson. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing again, Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's a give to Gibson.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play fake. Murray rolling to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, Murray to Jefferson on the slant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Murray. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Murray again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Antonio Gibson
as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
On play action, it's Murray. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Murray being chased out left.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's giving his guys a shot for 8 points as they can take over in range for a field goal. A big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little?
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's Wilson.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, it's Gibson. And some strong running. And he's taken down inside the 30.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Gibson.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross, 83 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Alert.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 8.
Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second down and goal. Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Eluding the pressure right. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's a
Packer pressure, and down he goes. To try again after the sack. Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Taylor's got the 1st down and more.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now Murray off play action. Out to his left. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Murray going to throw. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Gibson. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A carry for Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, Gibson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Murray now on first down. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play action. Now it's Murray. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
It's complete, and he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Over the middle, caught by Mims.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Switch. Hey, alert.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4th down. Here's Wilson.
Got a man. It's Mims.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
And they'll run here with Gibson.
Good job.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Gibson again, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Wilson going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers.
Kyle Pitts,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 62, Bears 34.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Ross to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Murray, one final try. Rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are going to say, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.